Hey everybody, Nakul here from Skills IELTS. Really hope everybody is doing fantastic. I'm back with yet another super awesome pop-packed video on the 20 phrases that you should be stop using immediately. Well, before we get into the video, if not subscribed to this channel, kindly click on the subscribe button, and anytime you need online assistance, it's a paid assistance. You can check the information in the description of this video. We left a WhatsApp link. You can click on the link, send us a message. We will do the needful. Alright, let's get right into this 20 phrases that you should be avoiding immediately. The very first phrase is, I think it's good. I've seen numerous students making use of this common phrase, I think it's good, I think it's good. It's overly used. So let's see a small demonstration. If this is the question, do you enjoy outdoor activities? Wrong answer would look something like this. Yes, I think it's good to spend time outdoors because it's relaxing. What if I told you there is a better way to speak the same sentence? I think it's good to spend time indoors can be corrected using this correct answer, something like this. Yes, I find outdoor activities quite beneficial. I find it very interesting. I think it's good. I find them quite beneficial. I find outdoor activities quite beneficial as they offer a refreshing break from daily routines and help me feel recharged. So avoid using this I think it's good, I think it's good. They're all overly used because there's a better way to replace that particular sentence with a new one, something like, yes, I find them interesting, I find them extremely beneficial. The second phrase you should stop using immediately is, it's bad for people. It's bad to do this, it's quite bad to do that. This is what people end up using most of the time, so I'll just give you a replacement in a short while. If there's a question, what do you think about fast food? I think it's bad. That's where we all start the sentence with, because fast food is bad. I think it's bad for people because it's unhealthy. What if I told you there is a better way to speak this? The replacement would look something like this. Fast food can have negative consequences for people's health. We're not even starting the sentence with I think, I feel. Correct? Negative consequences. It is bad means it has negative consequences. So you can directly start with something like this. Fast food can have negative consequences for people's health and is often high in calories and low in essential nutrients. Hope you're getting it. It's time to bid bye for this. It's bad for people. I think it's good for this. The third one that you should be avoiding immediately is, I like it. For instance, if the question is, what is your favorite type of music? I like pop music because it's fun. I like this because it is fun. So instead of using I like it, you can also use I'm quite fond of something. I like pop music. I'm quite fond of pop music, as it has an upbeat rhythm that lifts my spirits and makes me feel energetic. Here a perfect replacement for I like it is I'm fond of something. Hope you're getting it. The fourth one that you should be immediately avoiding is I don't know. I've seen people speaking I don't know quite easily, but what if I told you there is a better replacement for that? If the question is, why do you think people like traveling? I don't know, maybe because it's fun. Maybe you can say I'm not entirely sure. I don't know won't look very polite. I'm not entirely sure it looks very polite. Trust me on this, I don't know, stop using it, instead speak I'm not entirely sure. The fifth one you should be avoiding immediately is in my opinion. Instead of in my opinion, you can say from my perspective. If the question is, do you think exercise is important? In my opinion, exercise is important for health. It's overly used. Maybe you can start replacing it with, from my perspective, exercise is crucial for maintaining both physical and mental well-being. The sixth one is, a lot of people think, a lot of people feel. This is what most of the students end up using because it's very easy to do it. But there's a better replacement for that. If this is the question, do you think social media is useful? A lot of people think it's useful. Instead of saying that, you can actually say it is widely believed. It is widely believed means so many people believe that. A lot of people believe it. It is widely believed that social media can be useful for staying connected, although there are concerns about privacy and misinformation. It's time you bid bye to this phrase a lot of people think and replace it with it is widely believed that. The seventh one that you should be avoiding immediately is I mean. I mean to say. Instead of that, you can actually say a lot many things. Let's understand what it is. If the question is, do you prefer tea or coffee? I like tea. I mean, it's healthier than coffee. Instead of saying this, you can, I prefer tea. I mean, you don't have to say I mean here. I prefer tea as it is. Use this word as it is generally considered healthier than coffee, particularly herbal varieties that have calming effects. Hope you are getting it. Instead of saying I mean, we are continuing the sentence by using this word as. The next one you should be stop using immediately is it's interesting, because there is a better replacement for that. If there is a question, what do you think about learning a new language? It's interesting to learn a new language. Instead of that, you can say learning a new language is quite fascinating. Hope you are getting it. These are the small things. When you make such changes, right, there would be a huge transformation in your scores. The ninth one is I don't like it. You can use a better alternative for this. Let's understand what it is. If this is a question, do you enjoy working out at the gym? No, I don't like it. It's tiring. Instead of this, you can always say, I'm not a big fan of gym workouts as I find them quite exhausting. I don't like it. I'm not a huge fan of this. Not a huge fan of this has a better meaning, better conveying power than I don't like it. Hope you're getting it. The next one is it's important. I've seen people quite blatantly using this word. It's important because it just comes along quite easily, isn't it? But there is a better alternative for that. If there's a question, do you think children should learn art in school? Yes, it's important for children to learn art. Instead of that, you can say it's essential for children to learn art as it fosters creativity and helps them express something. It's essential, it's crucial, it's indispensable. There are many alternatives, many replacements for important. Try making use of this. The next one is it's boring. It's boring to do this, it's boring to do that. It's quite It's quite unengaging can be a better alternative for this. It's boring. For instance, if this is the question, do you like history classes? No, it's boring. I find history classes a bit unengaging. Hope you're getting it. Both of them mean the same, but unengaging is a better replacement, better alternative for it is boring. Remember this. The next is it's fun. I've seen people using it's fun multiple times. If the question is, why do you like playing sports? I like playing sports because it's fun. What if I told you there's a better way to actually articulate this? The correct replacement would be something like this. I find playing sports exhilarating as it not only boosts my physical fitness but also provides a sense of teamwork and achievement. Something that exhilarates is something that invokes a lot of energy in it. Means it is fun, but instead of saying fun, you can say I find it very exhilarating. Hope you are getting it. The next one is it's okay. Avoid using man. How many times we can use the word it's okay, it's okay. All these are very cliches we call. If the sentence is, what do you think of your current job? It's okay. I guess it's okayish. Instead of that, you can have a better replacement, something like this. I find my current job moderately satisfying. Okay, moderately satisfying. Try making use of these replacements. You will have great transformations in your scores. The next one that you should be avoiding immediately is I have no idea. I have no idea. This is not a very polite way of speaking back. If the question is, why do some people like extreme sports? I have no idea. Maybe they're crazy. Stop using I have no idea. Instead, you can say, I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but I suppose. This is a more polite way of speaking. Instead of saying, I have no idea, which shows that you're very frustrated. This can actually mean the same, but in a very polite manner. I'm not sure, but I suppose they enjoy the thrill and adrenaline rush that comes with extreme sports. The next word that you should be avoiding immediately is I always do that. If the question is, do you exercise regularly? Yes, I always do that. Instead of that, you can say, yes, I maintain a regular exercise routine. Maintaining a routine is equal to I always do that. So next time when you want to say, you can always make sure to speak, I maintain a regular exercise routine or I maintain a routine. This is what the context is all about. The next one you should be stop using immediately is it's normal. It's quite normal to do this, it's normal to do that. This is a very easy way to speak. There's a better alternative for that. If the question is, what do you think about people using smartphones everywhere? It's normal these days. This is what people end up speaking, but you can replace it with something like this. It has become quite common for people to use smartphones everywhere. It is quite normal, it has become quite common. Or it's very much prevalent these days where people have the smartphones in their hands. It's normal these days, it's not a very great way to speak. You can replace it with the alternative that I just talked about. The next is, I like both. I've seen people using this multiple times. So the question is, do you prefer reading books or watching movies? I like both. Avoid using something of a very concise one. You can have a replacement, something like this. I enjoy both reading books and watching movies. I like both. I enjoy both. Do you prefer reading books or watching movies? I like both. You can also say, I enjoy doing both. I enjoy reading books and watching movies. Try to be a little more clearer when you speak. The next one is, it's too hard. Hope you are getting a lot of people would use this. It's too hard, it's too difficult, but there is a better way to replace it. If the question is it difficult to learn a musical instrument? Yes, it's too hard. Instead of that, you can say, yes, learning a musical instrument can be quite challenging. It's too hard, it's too difficult, it's too daunting, it can be quite challenging. This is going to be a perfect way to respond by saying quite challenging instead of saying it's too hard. Remember this. The next one that you should be avoiding immediately is, it's not for me. Avoid using it's not for me. If the question is, do you like cooking? No, it's not for me. Instead of saying this, maybe you can say, cooking doesn't really appeal to me. I don't find it interesting. It's not for me. It's not my cup of tea. Instead of saying that, this doesn't really appeal to me, could be a best fit over here. The last one that you should be immediately avoiding is, I don't care. Try not to use such statements in your IELTS exam. If the question is, what do you think about fashion trends? I don't care about fashion trends. Avoid using them. Maybe you can speak something like this. I'm not particularly interested in this fashion trend, as I prefer wearing what feels comfortable rather than following the latest styles. This would be a perfect fit. Instead of saying, I don't care, you can say, I'm not particularly interested in. This would be a very polite way to reply. I think that's all for today. I really hope this was an informative video. If you really like the content, like, share and subscribe and leave your valuable comments in the comment section. With this, I'll park the video here. This is Nakul, Nakul, signing off from Skills IELTS. Soon we'll be back. Till then, take care. Bye-bye. Thanks much.